guys, it's Adria, and for today's video, I am doing a Snapchat Q&A. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. Let's watch the Snap videos. I'm excited. If you don't follow me on Snapchat or any of my other social media, all of that is linked down below. If you want to participate in future Q&As, follow my social media. Alright, kissed my own butt enough. Let's go.
Hi Adria, my question is, if you were a man for a whole day, what would you do, where would you do it, and why would you do it? Bye.
Oh my gosh, you're so cute. I've kind of thought about this. I'm kind of like, I kind of wish I was a man sometimes. My mom didn't know if I was going to be a boy or a girl, so she had a boy name for me, so my name was going to be Spencer John, because every time my mom had an ultrasound, I was like, don't look at my privates. No one knew what I was a mystery. I'm still a mystery. Oh, if I was a guy for a day, I would go out and see how many girls I could pick up. Hoe myself out a little in a decent, gentlemanly type way, and I would take all the girls to Outback Steakhouse. Bloomin' Onion girl. Oh, this is my girl.
Hey girl, I just got a question. Have you ever had garlic chicken pizza? If so, let me know. Also, last quick question. Do you think Elf on a Shelf is creepy? Cause I do.
Have I ever had garlic chicken pizza? I cannot say that I have, but I'll have to give that a shot if I ever see it anywhere. Elf on a Shelf, do I think it's creepy? I do think it's a little weird. I didn't do it as a kid. I would do like a panda on a shelf. The elf... Illuminati confirmed.
I was wondering if you have any good drugstore highlighter recommendations.
Oh, girl. Okay. I love the Milani highlighters. I also recently just got this e.l.f. 2-in-1. It's a bronzer and a highlighter, and e.l.f. is super inexpensive.
Have you ever had that one really embarrassing moment where you laugh while someone's doing something? Because I have. I'm sorry that my hair looks messy. I just really wanted to ask a question, and I just got out of bed for this Q&A.
Oh, you're so cute! Girl, if I took my hair down right now, you'd scream. Gosh, have I ever laughed while someone was doing something, like something serious? Oh my gosh, this is perfect for this time of year. Okay, so my family and I, we used to go see the Nutcracker, and, guys and leotards, put the 2 and 2 together, alright? We just laughed. My entire family, like, we're just so immature, people are all there, like, in suits and gowns, and, we're at the theater. We're all laughing because we can see this guy's balls, and we're all, like, saying, like, he puts the nut in Nutcracker. Now we know why they call it the Nutcracker. We were just laughing so hard, and I shouldn't have said that. We were all laughing very intensely. This guy's in like white leotards. You see his junk. It didn't even look real. It looked way too big. That's a whole thing, but yeah.
Hey,
oh, Bobby!
I look really bad right now, sorry. But I was wondering if you have any advice for a long distance meeting type thing. Thanks, love you.
People kind of gave me crap about meeting Brandon in person, but the thing about meeting someone you've never met before is if you meet in a public place, that's really the safest way to do it. I would definitely never meet someone I've never met before at their house. Brandon and I weren't in the airport all that long, but we did get a bite to eat before we left, so maybe even like grab some food before you go anywhere private, just kind of like get a feel. In that first meeting and encounter with Brandon, like I knew that I was okay, and I know like that's like Adria, you still could have gotten like abducted and like killed. I know, and I know it happens, but you definitely can tell if you're in danger or not. And I wish you luck, Bobby. Congrats on your boo. Sarah Fish!
I don't have a question. But hi, I love you.
Sarah, I love you! Oh my gosh! She didn't have a question, but she loves me. I love you too, Sarah.
What's your favorite Snapchat filter?
What's my favorite Snapchat filter? Let me see what we got today. Oh! This cat is so cute! I think that might be my favorite at the moment. This bubble one's also pretty cool. I like the sunglasses. I don't know, I feel very like grunge.
I want to know if you like to eat Chinese or Asian food, because I'm from Hong Kong, so I want to know like if you like eating this kind of food.
Oh my gosh, she is so cute. I love her. I do, I love Chinese food. There is a Chinese restaurant from my hometown called Abacus, and that is probably my favorite place to eat ever. Whenever I go home, like I always want to go there. Chinese food is amazing. They have like cream cheese dumplings with like plum sauce, egg rolls. I love wonton soup. Holy crap. I could eat like that every day, seriously. My question for you is, do you like American food?
Hi, Adria. I wanted to know what your tips are on how to be more confident. By the way, I love your YouTube channel so much, and you literally saved my life.
Oh, I don't know if she said I saved her life or I slay her life, but either one, you're adorable. I usually just like buy myself like a new like lipstick or like a new like eyeshadow thing or just things that make me feel pretty. I think everybody has things like physically that they feel pretty. Like maybe you really like your hair, like get yourself a new hat, whatever it is you like to mess around with. I personally love eyeshadow and eyebrows and all that kind of thing, so I'll like splurge and get myself like a palette. Other than buying just something cute for yourself, or even like if I buy myself like a cute like new shirt or something, even if it's cheap, I don't know. Sometimes things like that can be like a pick-me-up, but I think in general, it's just kind of coming to terms with that I'm not everybody else. Growing up, I kind of felt like I had to be like everyone else, and I was so shy and I didn't like talking to people so much because I was so afraid of judgment and so afraid of people being like, what's wrong with you? But now I kind of embrace that. That's why I'm so like over the top on YouTube, because it's just kind of like, you know, take it for what it is. This is me. Here I am. I don't really care, because I spent my whole life kind of bottling it up and just, you know, being afraid of that judgment from people. But it's just acknowledging that not everybody's the same and everybody has a different path in life. I don't look like her and she doesn't look like me and we don't look like each other. You know, I don't even really look like my own family. So it's like, you kind of just have to learn that like you are your own individual person. Even for me, I get like this, like I'll see a really pretty girl and it's like, oh, like I wish I had her eyebrows, or oh, I wish I had her hair. I wish I had this. Then I just have to sit and kind of reflect and be like, well, I don't, and I never will, because I'm Adria. There are people that probably feel the same way about you, like whether it's something physical or like, oh, I wish I had her social skills, or I wish I was as funny as her. You know, people look at you and see that. So just remember that.
Hi Adria, I'm a really big fan of your YouTube channel. My question for you is, if there wasn't YouTube, what do you think your full-time job would be?
Where YouTube is my job, it's not like, you know, it's not the best. I mean, you see where I live, so it's like, it's not glamorous. I think I could definitely use another job on the side. But if it weren't for YouTube, I think I would probably be like, oh, do you ever get like those little gnats flying around? Anyway, I think I would be like writing and illustrating and publishing books, because that's what I wanted to do as a young kid. I mean, I wrote so many books. I need to find my books and like share them on my channel, because I wrote so many. I was just so weird and just had so many ideas and just so constantly coming up with new stories and things like that, which is why it's funny to me when people accuse me of like my story times being fake, where I was like, guys, like I'm a storyteller. I feel like I come up with a lot better things than what I tell on here, so they'd be a lot more riveting.
Hey Adria, I know my camera quality is ass, but I was just wondering if you were ever planning on having kids in the future, and if so, how many?
You're so cute. I'm sorry my camera quality is ass, like just said it so casually. I'll see like a kid at Walmart just like throwing food all over the place and screaming. I'll just be like, what? And I know that there's perks to it, that you like love them unconditionally and they're like your heart with legs and all that jazz. But I mean, I feel like all that love I could put into a bulldog. I've actually thought about like adopting a child, and I know that sounds like really odd because of how like young I am, but I've always kind of had that in the back of my mind, just because, you know, I know that there's so many kids that don't have like families and things like that. So if I was like financially able to, and I was in like a good place, and I felt that, you know, like God wanted me to go, you know, somewhere to adopt a child, that I would do that. I want a bulldog as a child, and I want like 3 of them.
What are your favorite types of videos to make?
I definitely love doing Snapchat Q&As. It makes me feel like I have friends. I know that sounds like really pathetic, but it actually shows me that there's faces behind, you know, like the views on my videos. It doesn't just feel like a number on a screen, like there's actual people. So I also love doing story times and rants and, you know, pet peeves and all that kind of stuff where I can just like be like crazy, and I don't know. I also love doing skits. I don't really do those all that much, but I don't know, like, oh, that fly was on my cheek. He's like, ooh, that highlighter girl. I like acting, even though I'm not super great at it. I don't know. I like playing characters.
Hey Adria, my question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Love ya.
I really like where I grew up in the Northeast, and I know that's super biased. I don't know if I'd want to permanently live in another country, but I would definitely love to like temporarily live in like Europe for a little bit, just kind of like, you know, travel around Europe, because Europe is so gorgeous, and just like, culture my American ass.
Hey, I love your videos. I was wondering, what is the hardest part about being a YouTuber? YouTuber?
Oh, that's a good one. I think one of the biggest cons to it is you're kind of afraid to do new things, and I know that sounds really odd. Like, it's like, oh, well, it's your channel, do whatever you want, but once you have a bit of a following, you can't really do whatever you want, because it's like, if I just made a video of me, like, reviewing, I'm trying to think of something random that nobody cares about, like different kinds of, like, mushrooms, unboxing mushrooms, when you have, like, no subscribers, and, you know, you don't have a following, like, you can do whatever you want, and nobody cares. You can say whatever you want, you can talk about whatever you want, and nobody really cares. You might be sitting there like, Adria, I love you though. I don't care what you talk about. When people know you for one specific thing, like say you subscribe to a channel that does DIYs, right? And then they start doing like other things like gaming and like story times and stuff, and you're like, well, I just wanted the DIYs, so now I'm unsubscribing, or like I'm not gonna watch or something. So I think it's kind of hard to please everybody. You can never please everybody. That's just a rule in life in general. So I think the hardest thing for me is kind of like experiment with new things. I don't know if you guys will like it. I don't know if you won't. I ramble a lot. I'm so sorry.
Little, what was one of your worst fears, and what is one of your worst fears today?
My biggest fear as a kid was throwing up, and even to this day I'm still afraid of it. And it sounds really odd, and it's kind of ironic because people like accuse me of being like bulimic for a few years, so I'm just like, girl, like I'm actually terrified to puke, so the irony there. A fear that I've developed as an adult, I have like that trypophobia, like that holes thing. It's
I am at school walking passing period, but what is one thing you hate about school, like the most?
I like your hair.
And also, what was your favorite class?
You have pretty pink hair. I've always wanted my hair to be pink. I don't know, but I never wanted to like actually commit to it. But one thing I hated in school, for me, it was kind of just the social anxiety that I had. My favorite class when I was in high school, I took child development. I really liked that. I really liked geometry.
I'm Emma. Have you ever had any crazy fan experiences?
Oh, you're so cute, Emma. I've only ever had 2 encounters where I met somebody in public that knew who I was. Actually 3 times technically, but I didn't know that the girl knew who I was, but then someone told me later like, oh, she watches your videos, but she just got too embarrassed or shy to say anything. But the craziest thing was like this time last year when I went to my stepdad's high school, and there was a few girls in his class who knew who I was, but that's really it. I don't go out all that much anyway, so I feel like the odds of seeing me and being in the same places me as at the same time slim to none, because I just don't really go out all that much. I wish it would happen more though, because I loved it.
Hey, Adria, what is the silliest face you can make? Okay, bye, good hugs.
What is the silliest face I can make? Oh, what can't I do with my face? I can like cross one of my eyes. Watch this. Oh, I think I went blind.
Do you think you'll ever get a pet? If so, what would you get and why?
I want all the pets. I definitely want a turtle someday. I love turtles. I had one when I was a kid.
Hey, Adria, I was just wondering, what is your favorite holiday?
My favorite holiday, I think, is Christmas. I love movies, I love music, I love the food, peppermint, the lights, everything. Like, I just love the feel of Christmas. And a tradition that I had with my family when I was little, you know, I grew up, my mom was a single mom, you know, money like wasn't everywhere. So, you know, to have fun, my mom would drive us over to this house. This house was just decked out with lights everywhere. I mean, their electric bill was probably like the national debt. It was kind of our little tradition to go there. Then when they sold their house and then there weren't any more lights, I was like, my childhood's over.
Hey, oh my gosh, I hope you open this, but you should do more follow me around like videos.
I definitely will. I do a little bit of vlogging on my vlog channel if you're not subbed. I definitely do need to do like more like follow me around type things. I'm so bad at it. I know, but did I just do like a Donald Trump thing right there?
Hi, Adria. I just wanted to know, what's your favorite Christmas song?
I really like the song that's just like, have a holly jolly Christmas. I don't know, I really love all of them. I love that. dun, 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 dun. You know what I mean, but. So yeah, that'll do it for my Snapchat Q&A today. I'm sorry if I didn't get to open yours. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. I post videos 3 times a week. So yeah, you guys can go follow me on Snapchat and Twitter and Instagram. All of that is linked in the description box below, as well as my vlog channel where I vlog a little bit. I will see you guys again real soon. Until then, panda hugs. I love you guys. Bye!